Ever notice how the internet promised free knowledge for everyone, but now your inbox is flooded with ads screaming that you're one course away from financial freedom? Funny how that worked out. So here you are, scrolling through your social media feed at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. Another targeted ad appears, this time featuring someone who looks suspiciously like they just stepped out of a stock photo library, promising to teach you web design in just 30 days. The price? $497. But wait, there's a discount if you sign up in the next 3 hours. You're intrigued, maybe even tempted. After all, you've been wanting to learn something new, maybe switch careers, maybe just pick up a side hustle. The question nagging at you is simple but loaded. Is shelling out hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars for an online course actually worth it? Let's imagine you're the person making this decision right now. You've got your credit card in hand, the checkout page is loaded, and that countdown timer is ticking. What's really going through your mind? Is it genuine excitement about learning, or is it that carefully engineered sense of urgency that's doing the heavy lifting? Here's what most people don't realize about the online course industry. It's become a multi-billion-dollar machine, churning out new programs faster than you can say passive income. In 2023 alone, the global e-learning market was valued at over $300 billion. That's not a typo. The mechanics behind these courses are fascinating, almost theatrical. First, you've got the funnel, that carefully designed path from free YouTube video to $5,000 mastermind program. Every email, every testimonial, every limited time offer is calculated to move you one step closer to that purchase button. Then there's the promise itself. Learn to code and make 6 figures. Master digital marketing and quit your day job. Become a productivity guru and reclaim your life. It's the American dream, repackaged and sold as a PDF workbook with bonus Q&A sessions. But here's where it gets interesting, where the curtain starts to pull back a little. The completion rate for most online courses hovers somewhere between 5 and 15%. That means if 100 people buy that course you're eyeing, somewhere between 85 and 95 of them will never finish it. Why? Because buying a course feels like taking action, like you've already accomplished something. Your brain gets that little dopamine hit the moment you click purchase. You've invested in yourself, you tell yourself, and that feels good. Actually doing the work, that's a different story entirely. Now imagine you're the course creator for a second. You figured out something valuable. Maybe you're genuinely good at graphic design or copywriting or whatever skill you're teaching. You could share it for free, build an audience slowly, help people out of the goodness of your heart, or you could package it, price it at $997 and watch the money roll in. The incentive structure is crystal clear. Create once, sell infinitely. Update occasionally, maybe record a few new modules when someone complains. Hire a marketing team to handle the ad spend, and suddenly you're not just a skilled professional, you're an entrepreneur, a thought leader, a edupreneur if we're being insufferable about it. There's nothing inherently evil about this, by the way. People deserve to be compensated for their expertise. But the line between education and exploitation gets blurry when the marketing budget dwarfs the actual educational content. When you're spending more on Facebook ads than on course development, what are you really selling? Let's talk about the alternative universe where you don't buy the course. You hit up YouTube, which has literally thousands of hours of free content on almost any skill imaginable. You check out free resources, community forums, open source tutorials. You actually start doing the thing instead of just preparing to do the thing. Turns out, most skills don't require a structured course at all. They require practice, repetition, failure, and more practice. That $497 course might give you a roadmap, sure, but so does a well-organized Google search and some discipline. But then again, structure has value. Accountability has value. Having someone who's already made the mistakes guide you around the pitfalls, that's valuable too. The question isn't whether online courses can be worth it. It's whether this particular course, at this particular price, with this particular creator, is worth it for you. Here's the dirty little secret. The industry doesn't advertise. The people who succeed after taking an online course would probably have succeeded anyway. They're self-motivated. They're willing to put in the work. They're comfortable with discomfort. The course didn't make them successful. Their own determination did. The course just gave them a framework. Meanwhile, the people who struggle to finish the course and never apply what they learned, they're subsidizing everyone else's learning experience. Their $497 pays for the platform, the marketing, the profit margins. It's a perfectly legal, perfectly ethical wealth transfer from the hopeful to the hustlers. Some courses genuinely deliver. You'll find instructors who care, who update their content, who build real communities, who offer actual support. They exist, and they're worth every penny. But they're swimming in an ocean of mediocrity, surrounded by wannabe gurus who learned how to sell courses about selling courses. The irony is delicious when you think about it. The most successful courses aren't about practical skills anymore. They're about how to create and sell your own online course. It's a perpetual motion machine of monetized ambition, each layer teaching the next how to extract value from the layer below. Social proof doesn't help you here either. Those glowing testimonials, some are genuine, sure, but others are strategically placed, sometimes incentivized, occasionally fabricated. That person who claims they went from $0 to $10,000 a month, they might exist, they might be the exception, or they might be the creator's cousin. So what's changed and what hasn't? The internet still offers unprecedented access to information. You can still learn almost anything for free if you're willing to dig. But the cultural shift toward credentialism, towards certificates and badges and completed courses has created a market where people pay for validation as much as education. You're back at that checkout page now, in your mind. The timer says 2 hours and 47 minutes remaining. Your cursor hovers over the button. Here's what you need to ask yourself. Am I buying this because I've researched it? Because it fills a specific gap in my knowledge? Because the instructor has a proven track record? Or am I buying this because I'm afraid of missing out? Because I want to feel productive? Because the marketing made me feel inadequate? The course industry thrives on aspiration and anxiety in equal measure. It sells you the dream and the fear simultaneously. Dream of who you could become, fear of staying who you are. It's brilliant, really, in a slightly unsettling way. Consider the cost-benefit in hard terms. That $500 course, how many hours of content does it actually include? Divide the price by the hours. Now compare that to what you pay for a community college class, or a book, or a month of dedicated self-study. Does the math? Here's the adaptation you're seeing now. The evolution of the hustle. As people get savvier, as completion rates become public knowledge, creators are pivoting. Now it's about community, about networking, about access to the creator. The education is almost secondary to the tribe you're joining. And honestly, sometimes that's worth it. Sometimes you need that community, that accountability, that feeling of being part of something. Just be honest with yourself about what you're actually buying. You're not purchasing knowledge, you're purchasing motivation and belonging. Which is fine, as long as you know the price. The present day reality is this. Online courses aren't going anywhere. They'll keep proliferating, keep promising, keep collecting credit card numbers. Some will deliver, most will disappoint, and the industry will keep spinning regardless. The algorithms favor the sellers, the platforms take their cut, and the cycle continues. But here's the twist ending nobody talks about. The most valuable thing you can learn isn't taught in any course. It's the ability to learn independently, to filter signal from noise, to commit to something and see it through. That skill, that meta skill, it's either something you develop or it isn't. No course can really teach it because it's forged in the doing, not the studying. So is it worth it to pay for an online course? The real answer is annoyingly nuanced. Sometimes yes, often no, always depends. On your learning style, your budget, your goals, your discipline, the course is just a tool, and tools are only valuable in hands that use them. That's the uncomfortable truth behind all the marketing emails and discount codes. The course won't change your life, You might if you do the work, but the course is just along for the ride. The industry banks on you forgetting that distinction, on you believing that purchase equals progress. Tomorrow, there'll be another course, another promise, another countdown timer. The game continues, and now you know the rules.